Hello guys, welcome to my Asus Memo Pad 8 review. Now I've already done a video on this, but that was not a review, that was simply me showing you a bit about it because I had just got it that day. I've been on it a bit more now and I'm going to do an actual review of it, show you around it a bit more. There's my shadow. So let's get straight to it. Now the screen is pretty darn big. It's an 8-inch and I'm pretty sure that's bigger than what you get on an iPad mini. It might only be an inch bigger, but it's still bigger. And the actual design of it feels pretty robust, but at the same time it's nice to hold it because the back of it is very soft and all the edges are rounded, so it's nice to hold it. It's quite light, it's only 250 grams, so it's lighter than, let's say, an iPad, so it's easy to hold it with one hand and use the other to, use it. And the design is quite basic. There's a sound button, a turn on button, camera at the front, camera at the back. Then on the top we have a charger, the headphone plug-in. And on the back here we have this massive speaker, pretty big, and it's pretty decent as too. I've played some stuff out of it, it's pretty decent. And I'm pretty sure that there's another one just there, I think that's another one too, might not be. So, without further ado, let's turn this on. Now, if I do that, there you go. Now, let's unlock it. Now, I actually like the design of this. I think it looks very nice. Oh, hang on, something's... Come on here, let's get off that. There you go. I actually quite like the design of this. I like it, you've got background of the sea, sky, it's like a wooden walkway. Up here, you have a choice of what to put up here. For instance, I've put my weather up it, the weather on it. There's a time, and the actual design of it I quite like. I personally like it more than an iPad. I think it looks more nice. And let's not forget that this is the company Asus. This is made by the same people who make the Google tabs. So yeah, they certainly know what they're doing. So I personally love it. Obviously, these are on all my apps. These are just a few of them. If you want to see all your apps, you click this circle thing in the middle, and then it takes you to all your apps. Similar style to, let's say, an iPad, but a bit different, more basic. But then again, I like that. And I am sorry for the quality of this, but I am using my iPod, and yeah, very nice. Now you have the buttons down here. You have this button there takes you like calculating and stuff. That takes you back. That's the home page, and that takes you to like all the apps you've got up and close them down. So let's go back to the home page. There it is. Now I've been on this a bit, and let's start with so that's basically it. It's not over though yet. I'm going to give you a conclusion. Positive points. It's light considering its size. I love this massive screen, bigger than an iPad mini, and I think it's lighter too. Might not be, but I think it is. It's got a basic, robust design. It feels fairly well made. It feels nice and tough, yet very soft. Feel easy to hold. Yep, easy to hold. The design around the apps and everything, the screen looks very nice, I think at least. You may have a different opinion. All the buttons are laid out fairly simple and easy to use. Now and also another positive point, it has 16 gigabytes of storage, which I think is fairly remarkable. It's certainly more than you get on an I think it's about the same you get on an iPad mini. It might be a bit more, or it might be a bit less, but it's still pretty good. And the battery is also fairly decent. It can easily last for up to 7 hours on one full charge. It might last a bit slow. It might last a bit No, not so much if you are using like an app that uses a lot of stuff. For example, YouTube it might last a bit less, but it's still a decent battery. Um, yep, oh yeah, right. Negative points. Not everything is. Oops, I've just gone into something. You'll have to hang on a sec. Let me get off this. That was a total accident. Okay, there you go, sorry about that. Right, so, negative points. Not everything is perfect, and this is no exception. Now, to start off with my negative points, I'd like to complain about the camera. Now, the camera on it, it may be good size, but the quality of the image that it shows you is nowhere near as good as on an iPad mini. It's actually, I think, worse than the one on my iPod. It's, the camera is not that good. Not like you may actually need to use it, but even so, it's still not good. Nowhere near as good as it should be. Another complaint I've got is that it can be quite slow to react sometimes. It's definitely not as fast as an iPad mini. It's slower to respond to what you do. And another complaint is it smudges very easily. The screen smudges very easily. So if you're planning on using this a lot, it's probably best to clean it after a couple of days, because the screen will get smudgy. Another complaint I've got is that it can be a bit wavery with the controls. So, for example, if I click onto that, it takes it to that. But on some occasions, if you click it if you misjudge it just by that much, it can take you to an app which you never intended to go on. Now, that may happen on a lot of stuff, but it happens more occasionally on this. Another one, the final complaint is that even though it's nice and light and easy to feel, the center of gravity doesn't, or when you hold it, it can sort of slope about a bit. So if you're planning on holding it with one hand, you have to hold a firm grip. Otherwise, if you hold it for a light grip, it will simply fall out your hand. So I rate this overall. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's a very good tablet. It's very good to use. It's a lot cheaper than an iPad mini. But like everything, it has its faults. So yeah, not perfect, but nothing is. So that concludes my review of the Asus Memo Pad 8. Hope you enjoyed it. By the way, I would love to, if you have one of these, I would love to hear what you would have to say about it, or if you disagree with me, comment below, and I would love to hear that. So, thanks for watching, bye.